Well, Sparky, can you see Marsha yet?
Hi, Aunt Bessie.
It's so good to see you, Marsha.
How are you, Sparky?
Come on in and have some punch. I bet you're thirsty after your long walk. Marsha, why don't you sit down and rest a minute? I'll get us some punch.
There was something in Aunt Bessie's house that Marsha loved to see every Saturday when she came. It was a picture of Jesus. Marsha loved to look at the picture and think about the stories of Jesus that Aunt Bessie had told her.
That looks good, Aunt Bessie.
Aunt Bessie and Marsha ate the treats and enjoyed visiting with each other. They talked about Aunt Bessie's garden, about Sparky, and about Jesus.
Oh no, the storm's coming. We'd better go pick some vegetables for dinner, quick.
Let's start with the corn.
Okay. Aunt Bessie, will the rain hurt the plants?
Don't worry, Marsha. They'll be all right. Heavenly Father, we thank Thee for the good vegetables we have to eat. We ask Thee to bless the vegetables in the garden so they won't be hurt by the rain. We thank Thee for the rain and for all our blessings.
After dinner, the storm got worse. More and more rain came down. Aunt Bessie called Marsha's parents and asked if she could stay the night. Marsha's parents said yes. It was raining too hard for Marsha to walk home. Night came quickly and the storm continued. The wind made noises in the trees behind the house. The noises frightened Marsha. She didn't like the thunder and lightning. They seemed to be getting worse. Then suddenly, the lights went out.
Oh, Aunt Bessie, what are we going to do?
Don't worry, Marsha. I'll just light the lamp.
I'm sure glad it's not dark anymore. I was really afraid when the lights went out. Look, Aunt Bessie. Sparky was afraid too.
Marsha was still a little afraid. She wished she was at home with her mother and father. Then she thought of something that made her feel better.
If I weren't here, Aunt Bessie would be all alone. Aunt Bessie, if you were here alone, would you be afraid?
No, Marsha. I have faith in Jesus. I know that He will protect me. When I think about Him, I stop being afraid. Would you like me to tell you a story about Jesus that might help you not be afraid of the storm?
Yeah, I really would.
One day, Jesus and His disciples were crossing the Sea of Galilee in a boat. Jesus was very tired, so He had fallen asleep in the boat. Suddenly, the wind began to blow. The waves were high. The waves began to fill the boat with water. The disciples were afraid that the boat would sink and they would all be drowned. The disciples woke Jesus up because they were so afraid. When Jesus saw what was happening, He asked the disciples why they were afraid. He asked them why they didn't have faith. Then Jesus commanded the storm to stop and the waters to be calm. Just as soon as Jesus finished speaking, the storm stopped and the water became calm. Marsha, can you see why I don't get frightened very often?
Marsha felt a lot better. She began to enjoy the sound of the rain on the roof. She even liked the moaning sound that the trees made. Even Sparky was feeling better. Marsha and Aunt Bessie laughed and had a good time. At bedtime, Aunt Bessie left the lamp in Marsha's room. 3 times in the night, loud thunder woke Marsha up. But each time, Marsha thought about the story of Jesus on the Sea of Galilee and went back to sleep.
Wake up, you sleepyhead. The storm is over.
Are the vegetables all right?
Let's go see.
Look, Aunt Bessie. A few of the plants are broken, but most of them are all right.
I knew Heavenly Father wouldn't let the rain spoil my garden.
Thank you for letting me stay all night at your house, Aunt Bessie. I had a great time. And thanks for helping me to have more faith in Jesus.